channel and an apology, my friends. I know that I have not been uploading recently. There also haven't been that many lives recently. I think I've mentioned that in the last couple weeks there have been a lot of things that have been going on. In June, I went to Florida for a week and I let everyone know what was going on there. But then I came back and I got a hideous flu along with my wonderful friends who also had their vacation kind of goofed with things, my dudes. By this, the whole household, besides one kiddo, lucky duck, got knocked down with the flu. So now most people might assume that you'd be done with the flu after a week. This was influenza A, and for some reason, it really decimated me for weeks. I'm only just feeling better right now. Sorry, I'm having to make some lunch because in about 40 minutes I have to be on Twitch to announce that I joined a band, and that I have a 5-year anniversary coming up right now, which I'm excited about. But yeah, there's just been some stuff that's going on, that's kind of made it really challenging and hard to actually operate what I've been doing. And what we're looking at doing, because the other thing that's been hard is I haven't had time to record. What we're looking at doing is adjusting my stream schedule, also adjusting the day that I read, either the day or the time that I read, so that I can actually upload things. I've actually had a couple of suggestions for certain books. My main focus really is finishing this audiobook contract that I need to do, my dudes. And I'm just sorry for the lack of uploads. The other challenging thing, my dudes, is that it's just been extremely stressful. Right? So, because of the amount of time that I've been gone as a content creator, if you're not online, if you're not doing broadcasts or uploading things, my friends, the ability for you to take care of your life starts to be affected. So, I've been stressed out with that. So, where I'm kind of getting to a point is I'm having to actively just kind of vulnerably reach out and say, hi. In order to keep this going, I need some help. Because of the amount of people, like the amount of the things in terms of being gone, in terms of being sick, in terms of the number of people that have died. Also, when I returned back from my trip, my family was immediately put in charge of taking care of someone's estate. Manny Tapia, welcome. It's lovely to have you here. What does that number 1 mean? I don't know what that 1 means, my dude. Interesting to have it next to the name. So I'm just explaining why I haven't uploaded recently. I'm really sorry that we haven't had an upload, my dudes. I know that also a number of people have been asking, like, hey, there are some ads on some of these videos. It was suggested by my management to add that as a thing to help with revenue, to keep things moving in terms of the stories, my dudes. The reality is, as a content creator right now, I'm in a very precarious and challenging position. My dudes. Oh, that's cool. Zalaria, welcome in. BM, I'm doing okay. I'm in a funny, vulnerable place. What I'm really having to articulate is, I know that this channel and my Twitch channel are very loved and supported and taken care of, and I have to articulate that at this time I'm gonna have to come forward and say, hey, in order to keep doing this, I really need help right now, in order to, because as things stand, first of the month is going to come around, and as things stand, it's going to be very hard for me to maintain and manage things, and that's kind of giving me some anxiety. That is, yeah, that's challenging. So it's hard for me to come forward and say, hey everyone, I know that there's been a number of reasons I've been gone, I've been sick, and as you all know, this is my full-time job. This is what I do, and I want to keep doing it. So I'm going to do my best to create beautiful things to give back. However, this 5-year celebration really is going to be not only a celebration of 5 years, but also kind of like a help save the shrubbery, help keep things moving forward, help us kind of dig ourselves out of the challenging hole. And I hope that sounds I hope that you can hear that I'm extremely grateful, but I'm in a place of I need help to keep doing this. Does that make sense? Andrew, it's good to see you. Bragg Rentals, I think. Megan, it's good to see you. Zolaire, it's good to see you. Does that make sense, friends? Is it clear what I'm trying to articulate? That I'm in a place of very sincere gratitude and like appreciation, right? But in order to keep doing it, it's kind of like how would I put this? If someone ran a car into a local business and busted it for weeks, and everyone's like, why are they almost closing their doors? It's like, well, we've been closed for 3 weeks. We can't make rent. That's kind of what's going on, a little bit. And at the same time, I'm feeling very, very optimistic. My health is returning. I'm feeling better. I've been given this really wonderful opportunity. This Thursday, I am doing my first gig. So, Andrew, I've been very sick, and I was gone for most of June. And as a result, things financially have become very, very, very difficult. As a content creator, there are no days off, right, really. And what I'm trying to make clear is that this isn't, that there's no disappointment, there's no upset. There's just like, oh, this is just the direct result of being gone. I need to, let everyone know, saying, hey, I want to keep doing this. I need help. Here's what I'm able to offer and give back. Let's celebrate things and let's help make sure that this can continue going forward. And for the foreseeable future, I'm not traveling anywhere unless in December, we may be going back to North Carolina, which I need them to make that decision, actually, because the longer we wait, the more expensive the tickets, and I don't want them to be like, why can't you just buy an $800 ticket round trip? And it's like, but the main thing is, I don't know why I'm turning that on. The main thing is that Z's family has the grandparents. They're getting older. North Carolina, Andrew. And while I'm there, I'm not going to be doing any other really traveling apart from being with the family because they're going to need me to drive people around, take care of them, Yeah. Thank you, Zolaire. I appreciate you. Yeah. Also this is an interesting thing that I'll if you're a content creator and you want to do this full time, a majority of a full-time content creator's ability to continue and the revenue that's provided is from either donations or gifted subscriptions, right? So when you're not live, this is why they talk about when you're not, it's like, when you're not live, the opportunity for you to provide something beautiful and therefore to be reciprocity and generosity, when that goes away, typically what ends up happening is that a channel suffers and a content creator has a challenging month, and then they become stressed out, and then they have to articulate what's going on. And that sucks, right? Because to me, I feel very loved and supported in what I do. And the main thing is trying to communicate, hey, I'm not feeling unsupported, I'm not feeling unloved, I'm in a place of I need help, and it's just a result of being gone. Yeah. So Zolaire, you get it, right? And I felt very, very like the space is very, very beautiful and very, very I feel very, very loved and joyful with the amount of people that have come through. The other thing that we're looking at is that after the 5-year anniversary, I may be shifting back to the evenings, which actually was where I was to begin with. So probably from 4 to 8 my time. And what this will do is that everyone will also be able to, I personally feel everyone will be able to relax in the evening with the shrubbery like they used to. We used to have later in the evenings where more people were able to come by because they would be done with work or they'd be done with dinner. I've had a number of people reach out to me saying, like, I love your channel, but because of you changing your time slot, I can't even be there anymore. And that was sad. I would say about quarter to sometimes half of our community was like, I can't be there because of the time slot that you shift to during the day. And what I realized over time was that it wasn't actually that conducive to what I was trying to do in terms of my health with Z. Because I'll get home and like my doctor and my therapist were like, you need to make time for you and your partner to connect with each other after stuff. And they need 2 hours after work just to completely let go, right? Just to kind of like come back and be quiet. It's not they don't want to talk to me. I don't know if any of you guys have experienced this where like you have a long day and you just need a little bit of time to yourself, right? So we thought that by moving earlier it would be more conducive for Z and I. And the reality is that actually what it's done is it's made it so that I can't really like focus on the knife work that I do in terms of blacksmithing. I don't have time to do the audiobooks that I've been wanting to do. And it's prevented me from really getting things done the way that I need to get them done. The stream time is lovely, right? Because it's 5 hours of fun in the middle of the day, but it's not creating a conducive environment for me to do all the supplementary fun things with you guys, right? There we go. Sorry, I was being a goof. Does that make sense, my dudes? To you guys? So I will be shifting things a little bit, right? But it's to make sure that I am still available at a time for everyone to enjoy, including the West Coast and the East Coast in the evenings, right? It means that anyone that has kids in school, you're not going to have to worry about picking them up because, it'll be the evening time, which means that kiddos will be doing their own thing. At least that's what I'm hoping, my dudes. Hey, Issa Noel, let's go, dude. Hell yeah, thank you. I'm really stoked that you guys are enjoying them. But yeah, moving forward, this last half here, my friends, is kind of my recheck-in to make sure I can continue doing this full time because I'm turning 35 this year, and I can't. I've seen a number of videos coming out recently with a bunch of content creators saying I'm 35 years old as an artist and content creator, and I don't know what to do with myself. And it's like, wow, that's hitting a lot of the people my age right now, where they're feeling a little bit lost and challenged also because the cost of living is going up as well. I'm in a very, very supportive position with my family on this property, which allows me to do this. Now, dude, Issa, am I saying that correctly? Issa, that means so much, my dude. Like, thank you, man. Thank you to also to like, there have been people that have been directly donating on the actual like videos themselves because like they're like you can do like a super thanks or whatever. That has been really, 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 really helpful, like helping me get groceries recently because that's kind of how rough things have been, is that I've had to blanch at going and getting groceries. I don't really not able to eat out at all. That's why you see me making my food right now. My dudes. If you're like, why don't you just DoorDash yourself something before it streams? Like, because I'm not spending $25 every time. No way, Isa, really? Hell yeah, man. I'm turning 35 in October. All of this is to say, my dudes, I want to continue doing this. I want to do it in a healthy way. I want to make sure that I can accomplish everything that I need to do. And what I'm learning is the rhythm in which I need to do so, my dude. So I had a couple people like, if it's stressful, why don't you just quit doing that, just get a normal day job? And I was like, I can't do that. I've made too many wonderful friends. I felt too connected to what I'm doing. I felt too much joy making sure that I continue doing what I'm doing I've made friends that are like family to me, you know. And I kind of wouldn't feel right dropping something like this, you know, just because of life being a little bit challenging. You know, coming forward and saying, hey, I need help. Hard, but realistically, always sort of what I'm needing to do in order to keep doing this. Goodness me. Here we go. Chicken! The most important thing is to articulate it so that everyone knows that I'm coming from a place of gratitude and vulnerability. Right, my dudes? This is coming from a place of, oh my god. There we go. Coming from a place of vulnerability and an ask for help. And a lot of people are like, aren't you ashamed to ask for help? It's like, no, I chose a profession that is unpredictable, but potentially provides a lot of joy to people, brings me a lot of joy, gives me an opportunity to create things myself for other human beings. You know, I mean, several of you have found me because of the audiobooks, right? You know, so it's an interesting time, you know, at the moment. Again, no pressure ever, my dudes, but if you want to do something a little extra to help the channel, you can become a member for like $1.99 or something on here. Well, Zalir, that is a challenging thing, right? So like coming forward and asking for help, you know, hard to do. We've had to do it in this last year a lot, and that feels icky. You know, like I had to ask for help to go to that retreat, but that's because I was literally not well, in a lot of pain, still dealing with it a little bit. And it's just been thing after thing after thing. Now there have been really, really wonderful things that have also happened. I've officially been hired to be an audiobook narrator, but because of my schedule and because of the stress, I haven't been able to get to it the way that I want to. And that's also why I need to shift things to give myself space and time to pursue those things. So yeah, I hope it's clear that I'm coming from a place of vulnerability and gratitude and need. Saying, hey, if everyone enjoys this, I need help. I need help. You know, and that's hard. That's hard to come forward and be like, we need help. Not to mention the fact that we're trying to get married, which takes a lot as well. Yeah. So I'll be live on Twitch today, my dudes, if you want to find me over there. It's the same name. Thank you, I really appreciate that. I've had a couple of people complain that I sound like a whiny millennial. And so you guys do know that Aragon's like 15 in the book, right? He's like a kid. He's itty bitty. You know, so I'm sorry for not uploading things, my dudes, as much recently. I'm trying to get that sorted out. I'm also going to see about potentially live streaming my first gig, my dudes, this Thursday. And I'm keeping my chin up. I felt beaten down and the other thing, my dudes, is I've been feeling extremely depressed because of being sick, because of being gone, and feeling like I'm not giving back enough, and it feels weird to come forward and like, I'm not giving back enough, and I need help, and I'm freaking out, and I'm financially stressed, and I don't know how to articulate this, and I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable, and I don't want to upset anyone. At the same time, I can't show up and just smile and be like, everything's fine. That's disingenuous, you know. I think that's what I'm going to try and do. I don't know how it's going to sound, you know, but that's what I'm going to try and do. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is thank you to everyone that's been so understanding, so loving, so kind, so supportive. I hope that me bringing this up doesn't make anyone cringe or get upset with me, because I'm really coming from a place of kind of desperate vulnerability, saying, hey, I need help. And this is hard to ask for help, and I don't ask for help. I'm always the guy that helps other people, you know. Exactly. If you spend $15 to go to the movies once, you get 2 to 3 hours of entertainment, or you can spend the money here and enjoy friendship and be entertained by a wonderful person if you want to spend time with. Way more worth it. So, Laura, thank you so much. I know that you've been going through hell too. And I know that Megan, you've been going through it as well. Um, I'm going to be talking about this on stream. Trying not to break down into tears right now because I'm so happy to. I got invited into a band and it's not an originals band, my dude. So like there's not really that there's some creativity but not that much creativity. But it's the culmination of when I was 18 years old, my cousin took his own life, and the hospice worker that we were working with said the best way to remember your cousin is to take something that he loved and carry it forward, and that's why I started learning. Dude, thank you for becoming a member, ISO. Appreciate you, my dude. God dang it. Really appreciate you. You can become a member here, friends, and that helps me. I might do a video about that to everyone that watches the audiobooks and be like, please help keep this going. I need help doing this. I cannot thank you enough. So really, I hope that price isn't too much. I set my own price. I think it's like $1.99, and I get 70% of that to keep this place going. But it's also with a friend of mine that's been a good friend of mine for a long time. I helped him when he was hit by a car. Um, and I went in last night and I realized that I'm getting to actually live out that promise that I made to my cousin. Thank you. Is it $2.99? Thank you, man. That happens every month. I don't just go away, spam. Go away, spam. Um, yeah. Anyway, so I'll be live on Twitch today. I'm gonna try not to break down crying, but I am. I think Megan. I hope that I've articulated what I'm talking about well enough. And I basically will be letting everyone know, saying, "Hey, this 5 year anniversary thing. That's to help save the shrubbery. That's to help keep things going. It's also to celebrate 5 years. Um, and I'm gonna celebrate the fact that I'm achieving a goal that I've always wanted to. So thank you for giving a gift something to what to Timberwolf. They'll love that. I hope that they're doing well. Megan, I'm gonna eat. I need to eat something, friends, and I need to jump into a staff channel with my management and family. For those of you who don't know, Megan Magnolia is actually like my older sister. Helps me manage this channel. Thank you for allowing me to articulate this, and thank you so much, ISO, for gifting that subscription to Timberwolf, and for everyone becoming a member, my friends. Biggest love to you guys. I'm gonna eat something right now because I need to eat something, and I promise that I'll be getting back to uploading things. Also, the time shift, depending on the narration things, it'll allow me to actually record other books as well. You know. Thank you guys. I'll see you over on Twitch, okay? I'll be live at 1 p.m. Pacific, 2 Mountain Standard, 3 Central, and 4 Eastern underneath the same name. If you haven't been there, Zen, I'm just leaving. I love you. Dude, thank you, Isa. I appreciate you, man. Most people be like, is $2.99 really going to help you? It's like, enough people do it. It keeps me doing these things. Thank you. Man, Donna, thank you so very much. Thank you guys for being so kind. If you're here on YouTube, if you want to come over to Twitch and say hello, that would mean the world to me too. You'll see me jump up and down because it's been so lovely to see some of our, YouTube and Twitch friends becoming close. And I am going to keep fighting and moving forward, my dudes. I've been fighting illness for the last 2.5 years. Was almost diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder due to stress, was prescribed therapy due to stress, had to deal with black mold and all this other stuff, and I'm finally getting healthy again. But it's taking a lot, and I felt like I've been knocked down about every 2 months. I've been knocked down, and I keep getting back up going, like, I'm not gonna freaking give up on my dreams of being a content creator and musician and audiobook narrator, So love you guys. Zen, I'm doing okay. I'm having a really hard time right now, but I'm doing okay, and I'm trying to. Yeah. Love you guys. I'll be back in a few minutes. I don't know when. Oh yes, yeah. So, thank you, Flareheart. Love you guys. Appreciate you. Thank you guys for becoming for becoming members and donating on here. I really appreciate you guys. Love you guys. All right. See you soon.